I barely knew my Aunt Catherine. She was the family ghost. Ironic, given what I found in her storage unit. We'd met twice that I could remember, both times at funerals. When the lawyer called, I thought it was a mistake. Catherine had died alone in a nursing home. No children, no close family. Everything she owned went to storage after she sold her house. And now, apparently, it was mine. Curious, the storage facility was on the edge of town, Unit 47. I'd expected furniture, maybe some old books. What I found instead took my breath away. Mirrors. Dozens of them. Antique mirrors of every size, wrapped in cloth and newspaper, leaning against each other like dominoes frozen mid-fall. Some were ornate, gilt-framed. Others were simple ovals. All of them were old. I started unwrapping them. The first few were beautiful, Victorian-era pieces with beveled edges and hand-carved frames. An antique dealer's dream. I was already calculating their value when I uncovered the seventh mirror. It was a full-length mirror in a plain wooden frame. When I looked into it, I saw myself. But behind me, in the reflection, I saw a woman. There was no one behind me. I spun around, empty storage unit, looked back at the mirror. She was still there. She looked like Catherine, or how I imagined Catherine looked when she was young. She was watching me, head tilted slightly, like she was curious what I would do next. I covered that mirror immediately, wrapped it back up, hands shaking. Told myself it was a trick of the light. That's storage units, play with your eyes. I kept unwrapping the others anyway. I needed to know. The eighth mirror showed a room that wasn't there. A parlor from another century, gaslight and heavy curtains. The ninth showed a garden in full bloom, though it was December. The 10th showed nothing but darkness, even when I shined my flashlight directly at it. I went to Catherine's nursing home the next day, asked if they had any of her personal effects. They gave me a box, some clothes, a few books, and a journal. The journal was the key to everything. Catherine had spent her life collecting these mirrors. She called them windows, not metaphorically. She believed, she knew, that some mirrors held pieces of other places, other times, other versions of the world. According to her journal, mirrors made before a certain date, under certain conditions, could trap reflections of what they once showed. Not ghosts. Something worse. Moments, frozen, waiting, scared about the dark mirror specifically. This one shows nothing because it absorbed everything. The house it came from burned in 1892. Everyone inside died looking into it, trying to escape. Now it only shows what they saw last, the fire consuming them. I should have stopped reading. I should have called an antique dealer and sold the whole collection. But I kept going. I had to understand why she left them to me, of all people. On page 147. The same number as the storage unit. I found my name. Sarah will inherit the collection. She is the only one who can see them properly. It runs in certain bloodlines. She doesn't know yet, but she will. That night I went back to the storage unit. I uncovered every mirror, 47 in total, and I looked into each one. Catherine was right. I could see them, all of them, the things trapped in the glass, scared. A ballroom, frozen mid-dance. A hospital ward from the Spanish flu. A nursery where something had gone terribly wrong. Others showed people, faces pressed against the glass from the inside. Watching me watch them, the dark mirror was the worst. When I looked into it long enough, I could hear them. The family who died in the fire. Not screaming, that would have been easier. They were whispering, asking to be let out. I asked the reflection of Catherine what I was supposed to do with them. She smiled sadly. Keep them safe, she said, though her lips didn't move. The words just appeared in my mind. Or destroy them. Either way, they can never be sold. They can never be separated. I asked her why. Why me? Why these mirrors? What happens if they're separated? She showed me instead of answering. In the mirror, I saw a different storage unit. A different woman, years ago. She had taken one mirror, just one, the dark one. Scared, the fire that mirror remembered found her a week later. Spontaneous combustion, they called it. No source, no accelerant. Just a woman burned to ash in her living room, the dark mirror standing perfectly intact beside her. Catherine spent her life finding these mirrors, bringing them together, keeping them contained. 40 years of collecting. And now it was my turn. The gift I never asked for. The inheritance I couldn't refuse. I asked her if there was any way to end it, to destroy them all at once, break the cycle. Her reflection shook her head slowly. The things inside want out, she said. Destruction doesn't end them, it releases them. That was 3 years ago. I still have the storage unit, still pay the monthly fee. I visit once a week to make sure the mirrors are covered, to make sure nothing has escaped. It's a strange life, being a zookeeper for things that shouldn't exist. Sometimes I sit with Catherine's mirror and we talk. She tells me about the others in our family who had the sight. Great aunts and distant cousins. All of them ended up as keepers, one way or another. I've started looking for an heir, someone else in the family who can see what I see. There's a niece in Portland who I suspect might have it. The way she stares at her reflection a little too long, the way she asks about family history. I'll test her soon. Show her one of the harmless mirrors first, the one that shows the garden. If she sees flowers instead of her own face, I'll know. And then I'll have to explain what she's inheriting, what we all inherit in this family. Until then, I keep watch. I cover the dark mirror twice a week now. The whispers are getting louder. Whatever's inside is getting impatient. It's been trapped for over 100 years. And every day I feel it testing the glass, looking for cracks, waiting for someone to finally let it out.